This AI influencer is not real. Neither is she real. Not her face, not her body, nothing about her is real. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to create your own hyper-realistic AI influencers like this one. You don't need any fancy tool or any special equipment to do this. It is all in your prompt. I'm going to show you step by step and tell you the exact keywords you need to be adding to your prompt to ensure you get results like what you've just seen. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Most people think realism comes from better AI tools, but in reality, it comes from better prompting. Your prompting, whatever you give to it is what you get out. It's garbage in, garbage out. So tiny wordings can completely transform how your avatar looks, especially when you have faces in your generations, how skin reacts to light, and whether an image feels like a real photo or an obvious AI. And like I said, in this video, I'm going to show you the exact keywords that you can include in your prompt to take your images, your avatar images most especially, from AI-looking avatars to true photographic realism. There are several image generation models out there, but the ones I like to use are Nano Banana and Ako. Nano Banana can be accessed via the Higgsfield platform, which is the platform you're seeing on my screen at the moment, or via the Flow platform. This is Flow. It's a Google tool. Also, we have Ako here. It's a very good tool, and not many people know about this tool already. So Higgsfield is not a free platform as well as Ako. So for the purpose of this tutorial, we'll be focusing on Flow because you can generate unlimited images using Nano Banana free of charge on Flow. So having talked about the tools that we can use in generating our images, let's go on and put this in practically, and then during the practical I'll also tell you the kind of things to put in your prompt to ensure that you get the kind of result you want. So to help us get started, we'll go on to ChatGPT to help us draft our prompt. So all you have to do is give ChatGPT an idea of the kind of influencer you want to create. So I have this prompt and I'm going to paste it into ChatGPT. So I'm saying, kindly give me a very detailed Nano Banana prompt to generate a 38-year-old Chinese AI influencer. She's going to be my social media influencer, educating people about the culture of the Chinese. I want her sitting outside a modern Chinese restaurant, ultra realistic, true to life textures with visible skin pores and natural imperfections, shot on a 85mm lens DSLR photography with natural daylight. So the secret to getting your avatar looking ultra realistic or hyper realistic is the last part of my prompt here. So when I'm giving my prompt to ChatGPT to develop for me, there are 4 things I usually like to focus on. Number 1 are keywords that triggers photorealism, and those are keywords like photorealistic, ultra realistic, lifelike details, natural imperfections, realistic skin textures, and things like that. So those kind of keywords will force your AI to trigger photorealism. So that will make your AI look like a real person and not an AI plastic image that we usually get, right? The second thing I like to focus on also is the camera and the lens wordings or keywords. And these include keywords like DSLR photography, mirrorless camera, cinematic film still, and things like that. Don't worry, I'm going to put all of these keywords that I'm talking about in the comments of this video, so you can copy and save them somewhere for you to reuse. And also you can include lenses and optics like 35mm lens, 50mm lens, 85mm lens. 85mm lens will give you like a portrait kind of image, right? And the 50mm will give you like an eye level kind of image. Okay, you can also add keywords like natural bouquet and things like that, right? The next thing I like to put in my prompt is the lighting wordings or keywords. Here I've used natural daylight, right? But you can also put lighting like golden hour sunlight if you want an evening kind of effect. You can put realistic shadows, you can put practical lighting, studio box lighting, and things like that. Okay, now the final thing I like to talk about in my prompt is texture and detail of the skin. So here I said visible skin pores and natural imperfections. This is very, very key, because naturally the human skin is not perfect, right? We have skin pores which are visible. Most of us have some skin imperfections, whether they are stretch marks, birthmarks, or age spots, right? So this kind of keywords will force your AI to trigger realism. Yeah, so here I've said visible skin pores and natural imperfections. Okay, so I've given ChatGPT just a basic prompt, and then I'm going to send this now so that ChatGPT can develop that further for me. So this is what ChatGPT has given to us. It's a very long prompt, as you can see. So I'm going to copy all of this prompt that ChatGPT has given to me, right? So I'll copy that up to this. Yes, it's also good to add negative prompts in your prompts, negative keywords in your prompts. So you can say, so negative keywords are like keywords or things you don't want in your image, right? So here ChatGPT has given us cartoon, meaning I don't want a cartoonish kind of vibe in my image. I don't want a CGI look. I don't want a plastic skin. I want a realistic skin. So it's also good to put keywords like this for things you don't want in your prompt, and it's good that ChatGPT has included this for us. So I'm going to copy this now, and I'm going to go to Flow. So when you come to Flow, I'll leave the link to Flow in the description of the video for you as well. So when you come to Flow, click on New Project. That will open up a new window for you to work, or a new workspace. When you come to Project, paste your prompt here, okay? And then down here, click here. Make sure you're on the Image tab and not the Video tab, because we're generating image. Select your aspect ratio for this purpose, because it's going to be a social media influencer. So I'm going to select 9:16. But if you're creating for YouTube, you are going to go for 16:9. Next, you're going to select how many images you want generated. So in this one here, I've selected 2, but if you want 1, you can choose 1. If you want 3, if you want 4. Because it's free on Flow, why not? I'm going to stay on 2. And make sure your image model is selected, is set to Nano Banana Pro. Okay, so once I have that, I'm just going to send it and wait for the image to be generated for me. Okay, so this is what Flow has generated for us. Let me zoom that in so that you see it very clearly. You can see this looks hyper realistic, right? You can see that the skin is not overly polished like we see in most AI generated images. This looks very, very realistic. You can visibly see her skin pores, right? You can see the wrinkles around her eyes. You can see the imperfections on her skin as well. This is so beautiful. So yeah, remember to always include those keywords in your prompt. Like I said, your prompt is where the magic happens. Whatever you put in your prompt will determine the kind of output you're going to get. Let's generate one more, but this time around, let's generate maybe for a Nigerian man. I have this prompt that I'm going to give to ChatGPT, and I say, kindly develop this prompt further for me. So my prompt says, ultra realistic close-up side profile portrait of a Nigerian man sitting at a football stadium during golden hour. His skin is extremely detailed and natural visible pores. Realistic oil sheen on his forehead and cheekbones, reflecting the sunlight, with tiny imperfections and micro details preserved. No plastic skin, true editorial realism. Shot on a full-frame mirrorless camera using a 50mm or 85mm lens. Warm natural tones, slightly golden highlights, realistic skin color, subtle contrast, no hair AI looking colors. And I'm going to just send that for ChatGPT to develop further for me. Okay, so this is what ChatGPT has given to us, and I'm just going to copy the detailed prompt now up to here. So the camera details, color grading, the pose, up to the negative prompt. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to go to my Flow, right? And then down here, I'm going to paste my prompt. My setting still remains on image 9:16, 2 images and Nano Banana Pro, and then I'm going to send that for it to start generating. Yes guys, so this is what Nano Banana has given to us of our Nigerian influencer. Again, you can see how hyper realistic this is. Let me zoom in again for you to see. Look at how realistic the skin is. Look at that. Look at the hair. Look at the skin. It's not overly polished, and it's sitting at a stadium, like I said. Look at the lighting reflecting on his face, on his forehead, like I instructed it to. Okay, look at that. Very, very realistic. You can hardly tell that this is an AI image. So that is it for this tutorial, guys. You now know what keywords to put in your prompt to generate your hyper realistic AI influencers in any race and color that you please. Stay tuned for my next video, guys, where I'll be showing you how to keep your AI influencers consistent in all your generations. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next one. When it comes to generating realistic AI avatars or AI images, there are 4 things I usually like to focus on. The first one is the photorealism triggers. These are the keywords that will trigger realism, that is how realistic your images will be. You can use keywords like photorealistic, ultra realistic, cinematic realism. You can use true to life textures, realistic skin or materials. You can use natural imperfections. I'll be putting these keywords in the comment section for you, so you can copy and save them somewhere. So that is one. The second thing I like to put in my prompt is the camera and lens keywords. Camera and lens keywords, that's keywords related to the kind of camera I want in my prompt. For example, you can say use shot on a DSLR photography camera, mirror lens camera, cinematic film style, street photography, things like that. Again, I'll put the description for you. You also need to add things like lens, 50mm lens, it's 85mm lens, and things like that. Natural bokeh, realistic focal length. Okay, that's then the next thing I also like to talk about is lighting words related to lighting. So you can specify the kind of lighting you want in your image. You can say natural light, practical lighting, studio softbox lighting, and or golden hour sunlight, things like that, right? Then lastly, I need to also talk about the skin imperfection, and this is where the trick is exactly when you talk about skin imperfection, right? So you need to say things like visible pores, because our skins have pores which are visible. Human skins are not perfect.